ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। ॐ श्रीहनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्रीतुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमहि पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्रीतुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a very warm welcome. Yesterday we saw now the tone of the whole Ramayan changes from shoka, which we saw due to the demise of Dasharatha. Now all of them, the Dahana etc. is over. Now they have come to the Darbar hall, and therefore we will now see the 171st Chaupai. पितुहित भरत कीन्हि जसि करनी सो मुख लाख जाई नहीं बरनी सुदिनु सोधि मुनि भरत आए, सचिव महाजन सकल बुलाए। बैठे राज सभा सब जाई, पठये बोली भरत दो भाई। भरत वसिष्ठ निकट बैठारे, नीति धर्ममय बचन उचारे। प्रथम कथा सब मुनि बरबरनी, कई कई कुटिल कीन्ही जसि करनी। भूप धर्मु व्रतु सत्य सराहा, जेहि तनु परिहरि प्रेमु निबाहा। कहत राम गुणशील सुभावु, सजल नयन पुलकेउ मुनिरावु। बहुरि लखन सिय प्रीति बखानी, सोख सनेह मगन मुनि ज्ञानी। सुनहु भरत भावी प्रबल, बिलखि कहेउ मुनिनाथ। हानि लाभु जीवनु मरनु, जसु अपजसु विधि हाथ। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। The Darbar Hall was called. All the very highly placed elite people, good businessmen, very noble people, intellectuals, Santa Sadhus, all of them were called to the Darbar Hall. Praja also were there. Whenever Darbar is called, Praja also will be there to witness what is happening. Like in our parliament, we have a visitors' chamber. Right? They have no role to play. They can only witness. They cannot speak and things like that. They witness. But then there is a place, visitors' place. Then there is a media hall, etc. will be there. Similarly, in Darbar Hall, Praja also had a place. Pitu hita bharata ki nijasi karani. This we have seen. Whatever Bharata was to be, Bharata was told what all he has to do as an Antyakriya for the father. He did everything. He gave lot of donations, dana, etc. We saw. So mukhalak jai nahi barani. 100,000 times more he did to please all the devatas, etc. Sudinu Sodhi Muni Bharataba Aye. On a particular auspicious day, the sage Vasishtaji came, Sachiva Mahajana Sakala Bulaye. He called all of them. This is what we saw yesterday. Continuing. Baithe Raj Sabha Sabajai. All of them, the whole council of members, meaning ministers and everybody, all of them sat in their appropriate places. Pathaye boli bharat do bhai. Now, the sage, Vasishtamuni Guru, Raja Guru, Kula Guru, etc. He sent for Bharata and Shatrughna, do bhai, and they came. Bharatu Vasishtha nikata baithare. Vasishtha called Bharata, and when Bharati went near him, Vasishthaji asked him to sit next to him. Please note, if it were to be in today's world, then there will be lot of objections. Shatrughna has been sidelined, vagera. All the media people will create a noise, and all the TV channels will have nice, poha in a dry mouth. Like poha, they will go on talking one after the, what is it called? Interviews. And then they'll make a noise. Quietly, Shatrughna went to his place. Quietly, Bharata came and sat next to Vasishtaji as per his command. Niti dharamamaya bachana uchare. And he spoke to Bharata. Vashishtaji spoke to Bharata according to the occasion's demand. He gave lot of wisdom with lot of love, concern, compassion, all that included. He gave the right wisdom to Bharata to think. Prathama katha sabha muni barabarani. What did he do? He is now introducing the topic. It's very important. Pitika we say. Introduction we say. Any program, one welcome address will be there, and then there is one introduction. Similarly, Vashishtaji himself introduced the topic. How did he do? Prathama katha sabha munivara barani. Munivara, Vashishtaji, katha. He entire, we should not call it story, but for our understanding we will say story, because the word katha is there. Complete sequence of all that happened which has led to today's darbar. Everything he told. Kaikeyi kutila kini jasikarani. He also informed this one because of the kutila. Unbecoming of Kaikeyi, actually speaking, but then because of the crooked doing of Kaikeyi, all this has happened. So he introduced the topic. Bhupadhara mubratu satya saraha. Now, Vasishtaji, while introducing, and in one line he finished what Kaikeyi has done, then he has just not talked about Kaikeyi. Then what does he say? He says, Dharamuvrata Bhupa, the most truthful, righteous and sincere Bhupa, king, Satyasaraha, he lived a life of truthfulness. Jehi tanu parihari premuni baha. Dasharatha remained truthful in every way, at the cost of his life. Tanu parihari. But then, Premuni Baha, he lived truthfully in his love towards Rama, at the same time, even truthful according to the boons given to Kaikeyi. He could have withdrawn. He is the Raja. He had every right to withdraw. Isn't it? He could say, no, now I have changed my decision. We tell now, I have changed my mind. So he would have told, no, I am the Raja, I am the authority. I have changed my mind, I am giving it to Rama, forget it, do whatever you want. And then he could have changed, but he didn't do that. Think, he didn't do that. He remained truthful to his position. One. At the same time, he was so truthful to Ramchandraji that he could not give that throne to Bharata while he was alive. Because his inner heart said, it has to be to Rama only. Therefore, at the cost of it, he dropped his body. Why? He could not even live without Rama. That is the love he had for Rama. Think. There again he lived truthfully. Kahat Rama guna sila subhavu sajala nayana pula kevu muniravu. And while Vashishtaji spoke about Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji's virtues, his qualities, his glories, in his nature, Bhagavan Ramchandraji's noble nature, friendly nature, very kind disposition that he had towards everybody. Nobody is exempted. Later we will see how he had such kind nature even to Ravana. That we will see later. Thus, he was such a noble person. While saying all this about Ramchandraji, Vashishtaji's eyes started, dropping tears. Sajalanayana pulakevu muniravu. Bahuri lakhana siya preeti bakhani. Again, when he was talking about the affection towards Lakshmana and Mata Sita ji, which Ramchandra ji had, again it was incomparable. Soka saneha magana muni jnani. He told all this, the enlightened stage Muni Jnani, he was overwhelmed with grief and emotions while he was speaking about Ramchandra ji, Lakshman ji and Sita ji. Now there is a very important point we have to understand. Please note. Muni Jnani. What is this Jnana? Jnana of the Supreme Self. An ascetic Muni. A rishi, a sannyasi. Does it mean that they should be dry in their heart and they should not have any emotions? We need to take care here. Sentiments are different, emotions are different. This I keep telling in many of my talks. Why? Time and again we have to recollect, we have to know about this clearly. Sentiments are different, emotions are different. Emotions are the basic nature of a human being. However jnani you may be or however mudha you may be, basic emotions are common to all. And these emotions become stronger because of jnana again. Think. But what is not expected of a jnani? What is not expected of a sannyasi? What is not expected of a saint and sage is sentiments. That is the primordial treasure, primordial wealth, sentiments of samsaris. Who is a samsari? The samsari is one who thinks that there is some sara in samsara, who is dependent on the world, who has attachment to the world. Attachment to the world, remember. Love is different. Who has dependency towards the things and beings of the world, without which I cannot be happy, without whom I will not be peaceful. And some people, with somebody they cannot be peaceful. That is also there. You should not sideline that. With somebody I will not be happy, therefore I want to get out of it. Gurudev used to say, somebody wants to get married to be happy, somebody wants to divorce to be happy, and the neighbor is waiting to get married to the same girl to be happy. Think. All these are dependency factor, and therefore dependency factor which gives flimsy, temporary, impermanent joy cannot be an emotion because they are not natural. And therefore, because they are not natural, they cannot be permanent. All our relationship with the bandhu, people around, so-called relatives, that's why again and again I say, they are all called relatives, they are not absolute. They cannot give us the absolute joy. They can only give a relative joy, and they will go. Nobody is permanent. Nothing in the world is permanent. Therefore, one who has a dependency factor for his joy in the external world of things and beings, what he lives is a sentimental life. Sentimental life. But the one, even though he has the knowledge that Supreme alone is truth, he has the clear understanding, therefore, even in that Maya, what is there is Brahman alone. And therefore, the very natural emotions, love, care, compassion, oneness, These are all emotions. They can be in spite of everything, not because of anything. I keep repeating. Why? Let it get into your blood and marrow. Because of is equal to sentiments. In spite of is equal to emotions. You decide what you want. Think. Now look at this. Sokasaneha magana munijnani. Munijnani, he felt sad. Even though he is a jnani, he felt sad because of his love, which are emotions towards Ramchandraji, Lakshmanji, Sitaji, Dasharatha, Kausalya, etc. Please note, even here he might have spoken ill about Kaikeyi, but he had no anger against Kaikeyi. Think. We can give another explanation to that. He is a jnani, Muni jnani it is said. When he is a jnani, he will clearly know the purpose of the very avatara of Ramchandraji. There again, he knows something good only is going to happen because Ramchandraji is going to forest, predetermined. By whom? By Bhagavan, gods. Think. Therefore, he was not disturbed like how you and I get disturbed, but he did have emotions of, they are going to have some trouble, suffering en route. Therefore, due to the emotions, Muni Jnani, Saneha Magana Shoka. And please note, sentiments are foolish, unintelligent, stupid in its nature, while emotions are pure, noble, natural in its nature. Therefore, what is expected of an intelligent human being is love, care, emotions filled with lot of compassion, not sentimentalism in it. All right. Sunahu Bharata Bhavi Prabhala Bilakhi kahe Umuninath. Hey Bharata, sunahu. Bhavi Prabhala. This is the strong, very, very strong in its nature, what is called as fate, destiny, providence. It is very strong and nobody can stand against it. Bhavi Prabala, very, very strong. Fate is very strong. Bilakhi kahe o Muninatha. And Muninatha, Vasishtaji, very sorrowfully said, all what has happened is because of destiny, is because of fate. Therefore, please understand. Hani labhu jivanu maranu jaso apajaso vidhihata. All the pairs of opposites that we undergo in our life, Hani labhu, labha nashta, we say. Jivanu maranu, life and death. Jasu apajasu, glory or ill fame. All these three represent all the pairs of opposites, please. Three are mentioned here, three pairs rather are mentioned here, but all the three pairs can be compared to all the pairs of opposites of life. Ninda, stuti, labha, nashta, sukha, dukkha, all these. Vidhihata, it is there in the hands of the providence. Swamiji, I have an issue here. What is that? If everything is in the hands of the vidhi, then what is it that I can do? I will set back. We need to understand this also carefully. Everything is in the hands of vidhi, yes. But you are given an intelligence to ascertain what is required. Now let us say, I give a plate full of food in front of you, I keep in front of you. Keep quiet. If it is vidhi, it will go inside my mouth. Keep quiet and see. That cannot happen. When the food comes, I have to put my hand and eat and digest. If it is vidhi, let it go inside. Think. There are certain things which is called as purushartha. Vidhi here refers to prarabdha. As I have told earlier, as per Gurudev's statement, the present is a product of the past. What you do in the present with the experience of the past will become your future. Therefore, you have to do noble work. 1. Even though it is vidhi, we are given an intelligence. Therefore, with the intelligence, with proper discrimination, if I work properly today, the results of the karma, which is karma phala, will also be good. In Tamil Bhasha, my Matru Bhasha, there is a very beautiful statement. My mother keeps telling, Vidhiyai madiyal vellalam. Vidhi, whatever is there, you are given an intelligence to change the vidhi according to the right conditions. When I work sincerely, the vidhi can be changed to good. And if I don't work intelligently, the same vidhi can be changed to worse. Choice is mine. That is why intelligence is given. Right? Therefore, don't say, oh, everything is in vidhi hath, therefore I will keep quiet. Try. Don't eat. Don't sleep. Try. If it is a sleep will come. Isn't it? Very conveniently, comfortably, without disturbance, in spite of speakers in the lecture hall, you sleep, is it not? And then don't say, oh, vidhi, I slept off in the lecture. Some people don't sleep at night with mobile, go on watching the reels and things like that on the bed, and then they say, oh, whole night I did not sleep, Swamiji. Why, what happened? I started watching those reels at night at about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I went to bed at 9:30 itself. But I started watching. I went on watching. Suddenly I felt something, my eyes were burning. Oh, okay, I should sleep now. What is the time? 4 o'clock. Think. That is not vidhi, that is kubuddhi, foolishness. Therefore, when we say vidhi hatha, you decide what should go to the vidhi hatha by your own karma. Please remember this all the time. At the same time, when Muni Jnani says it is vidhi hatha, all the pairs of opposite is vidhi hatha, it is because of your previous karmas. So don't worry now. There is no point in worrying about now what has happened. Let go. The intelligent way of life is let go. Remember, even this will pass away. Alright, continuing. अस बिचारी के ही देय दोसु व्यर्थ काहि पर कीजिय रोसु तात बिचारु करहु मन माही सोच जोगु दशरथु नृप नाही सोचिय विप्र जो वेद विहीना तजि निज धर्मु विषय लय लीना सोचिय नृपति जो नीति न जाना जेहि न प्रजा प्रिय प्राण समाना सोचिय बय सुकृपन धनवानु जो न अतिथि शिव भगति सुजानु सोचिय शूद्र विप्र अवमानी मुखर मान प्रिय ज्ञान गुमानी सोचिय पुनिपति वंचक नारी कुटिल कलह प्रिय इच्छाचारी सोचिय बटु निज व्रतु परिहरई जो नहीं गुर आयसु अनुसरई सोचिय गृही जो मोह बस करई कर्म पथ त्याग, सोचिय जति प्रपंच रथ, विगत विवेक विराग, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। अस विचारी के ही देय दोषु, हे भरत, अस विचारी, think and understanding this particular truth that fate is very strong. Vichari kehi deya dosu. Don't blame anybody. Whom should we blame? Kehi deya dosu. Vyartha kahi par kijiya rosu. And to whom will you get angry with? There is no reason. Without any cause, you cannot become angry with anybody. Tata bicharu karahu man mahi. Hey Tata, my son, my child, ponder, vicharu, karahu man mahi, understand in your heart. Soch jogu dasarathu nripunahi. When it comes to your father Dasharatha, now look at this beautiful statement. When it comes to your father Dasharatha, it is not worth grieving and you are not supposed to grieve also. Think. Why you should not grieve? A beautiful, prasanga. Why we should not grieve for Dasharatha's demise? The first point is, it is fate. One who takes birth must die. This is law, Prakriti Dharma. Therefore, you should not grieve. 2. When it comes to your father, he was such a noble soul. He has lived his life beautifully, successfully, truthfully, with lot of divinity, extreme love, not only to the sons, but to every praja of his kingdom. He has lived a beautiful life. Highly praiseworthy. And he has completed his life successfully. Therefore, he going will be, should not be grieved. You should take lessons from his life and live your life in that way. Nobody is permanent. Nobody is permanent. Whether you do good or you do bad, you are not permanent. Think. Therefore, your father does not deserve you all to grieve. You should be proud of your father. Why? He has lived a fantastic life. He has become a torch bearer for every human being to look up to. Therefore, soch jogu dasarathu nripanahi. He is not, worth for you to grieve. He is worthy enough for you to follow, to be proud of. And who should be grieved for? Now he gives a huge list of people who are to be grieved for, who are pitiable. Dasharatha cannot be considered as pitiable because he passed away. Who are the people who are to be pitiable? Here are the list. Now see. When the sage gives, you have to note all these points while we are discussing. Point number 1. Pitiable are those people in every field of activity, in every section of community. He describes, and through this pitiable thing, we also have to understand the dharma which is shown here to all the ashramas and to all the varnas. Brahmachari, Vanaprastha, Grihastha, Sannyasi. And all the Varnas also. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. All of these are beautifully depicted in this particular two chaupais. We will see. Okay. How and because of which Dasharatha is such a great Maharaj to whom you are not supposed to pity. He is not a pitiable person. He is a glorious person. Pitiable people are, here it comes. Sochiya biprajo beda bihina taji nija dharamu bishayalayalina. Those are pitiable. Those Brahmanas are pitiable. Now please note, Brahmana is being indicated. Are pitiable who are ignorant of Vedas. Who has not studied the Vedas. What is the prime dharma of a Brahmana? Brahmani charati. One who has understood the Brahman and who is also following that life. Brahmani are those people, Brahmanas, who learn the Vedas and teach the people. And Taji Nija Dharamu Vishayalayalina, and who has abandoned his own duty of learning the Vedas and teaching the Vedas. Instead, the one Vishayalayalina, the one who is engrossed in pleasurable life, running behind sense pleasures, running behind pleasures with the things and beings of life. Those cannot be called as Brahmanas. Such people are pitiable. Alright. And Sochi Andripati Joniti Najana. Such, now one by one. Nripa. Nripa here what? Kshatriya. Brahmana, Kshatriya. Sochi Andripati Joniti Najana. Kshatriya is one who rules. And the one who is ruling must be well informed of politics. Not the politics we have. Despicable people. Exception sustained. Think. A king must have the knowledge of the ruling, administration of the entire kingdom without any Bheda Bhava. So the one who has a knowledge of the politics, he is a right king. But instead of that, what does he do? Jehina praja priya prana samana. The one who does not love the praja like his own life. Such a king who does not know administration, who does not know ruling, who has no love for his praja and care for them like his own life, such a king is despicable, pitiable. Let me just make a point, suddenly it came. See, we have such leaders, we call them leaders. I think it's a very wrong word to be used. It has been come from time immemorial, therefore we use leaders. Like for the politicians I am talking of, latest models. They are so despicable because they are dictating people. And not only they are sadists, they create so much of pain to others. Look at the condition which is happening now. Isn't it? In the name of, standing against the Waqf recent amendment bill, look at the amount of people who are dying. Think. Look at the wars, Russia and Ukraine, and in the Middle East also. And please note, the entire war which is fought by the whole, the warriors, it is not their decision to kill others. It is not their desire. It is because of the ego of some high-class rulers. Despicable. That is what is being told here. For their own personal ego. Now look at the, tariff. You raise, I will raise. You raise, I will again raise. People are not at all under consideration. Ego. Not only in foreign land, nothing short of in India also. But look at that. In those days, Bharata was such a beautiful country where all these were taken care. Therefore, they were all rulers of beautiful leaders. Today, what we have are all, you can't even name them, sadist people. In another way, Rakshasa only must say. Such people, I am not talking the good people. Such people who are working for the sake of selfishness, acquiring, possessing, indulging, embracing, enjoying everybody's wealth as theirs. Such people are pitiable, despicable. They are not fit to live a human life. Sochiya bayasu kripana dhanavanu jona atithi seva bhagati sujanu. Now here it is talked about Vaishyas. Brahmana, Kshatriya, here it is Vaishyas. Pitiable are those Vaishya community people, trading class. Who is a Kripana Dhanavanu. He is a great person who has got very, very rich people. But Kripana, they are so petty, so greedy, so miserly that they don't want to give for something good. Only one-way traffic. I keep telling this. Shanchame, Mayaschame, Priyanchame, Nu Kamaschame, Kamaschame. I want some auspiciousness. Mayaschame, Priyanchame, whatever I desire. Kamaschame, Kamaschame, double Kama. Why? Such a long list. Me in Samskrita means for me and from me. Both are included. But what the Rudra Chamaka Prashna says is, from me comes all auspiciousness. From me arises desire. Everything is from me. I am that supreme. This is the truth. But what have we taken? For me. Everything for me. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give. Think. Therefore, one who only collects are pitiable, are despicable. Jona atiti Shiva bhagati sujasu. The one who has no devotion for Shiva and who is not at all a good person to take care of the Atiti. In fact, everybody other than whom I consider as mine are Atiti only. There is nobody called enemy, everybody are Atiti. One has to take care. So Vaishya Kula is indicated. Sochiya Sudra Vipra Avamani. Shudras are indicated. Mukharamana Priya Jnana Gumani. Pitiable are those Shudras. Who are the Shudras? The people who have not developed their intelligence to work, who do physical work. All the workers, laborers, etc., they are very, those people, such people who have no respect for Brahmanas. Shudras who have no respect for Brahmanas. Such people, Shudras, are to be condemned. Despicable is their life. Mukharamana Priyagana Gumani, who are only talkative all the time. We have some people, oh Rama, constant nonsense, continuously. Non-stop nonsense. Go on talking. We have to say, yo, please wait, I want others to speak. Have you seen the TV, those news channels? My God, the way. Go on talking. Finally, they will reduce the volume and zero the volume. Still, they'll go on talking, not even understanding their volume has been reduced. Talking, and they won't allow others to speak at all. Despicable, sochiya, punipati, mukharamana priya jnana sumaguna. They will constantly talk, they will be proud of their knowledge, and they want to be honored all the time for all nonsense, noise. Such people are despicable people. Pitiable people. Sochiya punipati banchaka nari. The nari who does not respect her husband. who does not love her husband. Love, again, please note, it is not a barter system. You love in spite of what the other person is. That is the way the relation should be between husband and wife. And the one who deceives her husband. Kutila kalaha priya ichhachari, who is kutila, very crooked, and who create at home. You should see, my God, between husband and wife, so much of quarrel, all the time quarrelsome. You touch there, shouting. You touch here, shouting. You lift it. There is one Tamil, sorry, I am using Tamil because my Matra Bhasha, I have heard so much of them. It may be in all the Bhasha, you can relate it to your Bhasha. Yeah, I can tell in Kannada also for Ajay. Bedatiro sose kai ettidre tappu, kaal ettidre tappu. It is there actually in Tamil. Whatever they do is wrong. Sochiya punipati banchakanari, the one who deceives her husband, and the one who is all the time quarrelsome. Ichhachari, she follows only her desire. She will not worry about the husband's desire or the children's desire. I am important. Do whatever you want. Go to hell. Such nari. Sochiya vatu nija bratu pariharai. He says, pitiable are those students, religious students here. In this particular case, religious students. You can take it to all the students also. Sochiya vatu nija bratu pariharahi, who has given up the vow. What is the vow here? To learn, to educate oneself. Jo nahi gura ayasu anusarai, the one who does not follow the orders of the teacher. The one who does not respect the guru's, commandments. Commandments, when he says, instructions. Right? Sochai grihi jo moha basa karai karama patha tyaga. Pitiable are those householders who, out of ignorance, compromises the path of duty. When one compromises the path of duty, now see, all have been addressed here. Some more we will see. Sochiya jati prapancharatha bhigata viveka viraga. The one who is a recluse, who is a person who have taken to sadhana. But when he has lack of discretion, when he has lack of dispassion, such a person is pitiable. And then again, another one more chaupai of this despicable people. We will just see. I might take 5 minutes, 7 minutes more. Then the topic ends. We'll go to the next topic of discussion. Therefore, 173 we will complete. I am sure you will not mind. Bai khana sa soi sochai jogu tapu bihai jehi bhavai bhogu सोचियपि सुन अकारण क्रोधी जननी जनक गुर बंधु विरोधी सब विधि सोचिय पर अपकारी निज तनु पोषक निरदय भारी सोचनीय सब ही विधि सोई जो न छाड़ी छलु हरिजन होई सोचनीय नहीं कोसल राजू भुवन चारि दस प्रगट प्रभावु भयउ न अहि न अबहुनि हारा भूप भरत जस पिता तुम्हारा विधि हरिहरु सुरपति दिसिनाथा बर नहीं सब दशरथ गुण गाथा कहूँ तात की भांति को करी बढ़ाई तासु राम लखन तुम शत्रुहन सरिस सुवन सुचि जासु सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। बैखानस सोई सोचे जागू तपु बिहाई जेहि भावई भोगू। ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य, शूद्र. Then brahmachari we saw, then we saw grihastha. Now he talks about vanaprastha. By sannyasi also we saw. Now vanaprastha. Baikhanasa means vanaprastha. Soi soche jogu tapu bihaya. Instead of engaging in penance, in tapa, jehi bhavai bhogu, who is developing more liking for luxuries, pleasures, desires. Sochiyapi shuna akarana krodhi janani janaka gura bandhu birodhi. Vanaprastha has to be condemned who are not going for penance but are going behind luxuries. Similarly, pitiable are those people. Here it is called as Pishuna. Pishuna means, it's a very interesting word. Those who are backbiters, who go on talking about others in their absence, who are trying to push lot of negative thought into others. You know, we should not be describing much. Why? Well, that is what we see everywhere, isn't it? People who create problems for others, who talk ill about others. Even if they are bad, we have no right to speak about the bad of others. Find a good one and take the good one. Like how Mahatma Gandhi ji, when he was given the order, this is the order by the Britishers, he peacefully took out that pin and kept back the order and said, what is useful for me, I have taken. He took the pin and went. Do you remember the story? What is good in others, take it. What is bad, it is not my issue. Allow him to face that. Why should you talk about it? Why should you break your mind about it? Allow him to face it. Take the good in everyone and live a beautiful life. Think. Pishuna. Akarana krodhi. Unnecessarily getting angry with others. Some people, even at the thought of somebody whom you don't like, you become angry. Isn't it? You throw tantrums everywhere. He is somewhere happy, he is sitting in a hotel eating nice food with wonderful friends, etc. He is happy. But by the thought of others, you get unnecessarily agitated. Akarana krodhi. Krodha without any cause. Janani janaka gura bandhu birodhi. The one who is not in tune. Please note, this is very, very important. Now, very interestingly, Janani, mother. Janaka, father. Gura, teacher. Bandhu, siblings. Virodhi, the one who is an enemy in a manner of saying, who talks ill about father, mother, siblings, and guru in particular, the one who talks. They are all despicable people, pitiable people. For such people, you have to grieve. But for Dasharatha, you don't have to. Sababidhi sochi para apakari. People who para apakari, the one who harms others, who brings trouble to others, who make others cry. What more a better time than now what we see in the world outside? Hundreds and hundreds of people are being killed. For no reason, for no fault of theirs rather. Isn't it? For my own establishment of my own ahankara. For acquiring, possessing everything. How many people are killed? Apara apakari nija tanu poshaka niradaya bhari. Nija tanu poshaka, the one who cherishes to take care of their own body and exceedingly heartless, cruel to others. Such people are despicable people, pitiable people. Sochaniya sabahi bidhi soi. And here are people who are despicable in every respect, pitiable in every respect. Jona chadi chalu hari jan hoi. The one who is not devoted sincerely to the feet of Hari. They are pitiable people. And thus, by this, he has covered all the sections of the community, all the varnas, ashramas and varnas. All of it he has covered. And both in life and in death, they are all pitiable. But when it comes to Dasharatha, Sochaniya nahi Kosala Raju. When it comes to Kosala Raja, Dasharatha, it is not worth grieving for. Why? He has lived such a beautiful life. Bhuvana chari dasa pragata prabhavu. In all directions of this great Punya Bhumi, his glory is spread everywhere in all 14 worlds. Chari dasa. Remember this word? 14 years we saw here. 14 worlds. Pragata prabhavu. His glory is spread. Bhayavuna ahayina abahonihara. Bhupa bharata jasa pita tumhara. And he was never pitiable. He is not pitiable and he will never be pitiable. Who? Raja Dasharatha. Why so? That king Bharata jasa pita tumhara. Bharata jasa pita, meaning a king, a monarch who is a father of such a great person like you, hey Bharata. Bidhi hari harusura pati disi nana natha. Bharata, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Indra, all the guardians of all the quarters, Dikpalakas, in all ways, Bharanahi Sabha Dasharatha Gunagata. Everybody sing the glory of Dasharatha. Therefore, why should you grieve for Dasharatha? Kahahu tat kehi bhati kovu karahi badai tasu. Hey Bharata, my dear child, tell me, who can ever completely in fullness sing the glory of Dasharatha? Impossible. Ramalakhana tumasatruhana sarisasuvana suchijasu. Who has begotten such wonderful sons like Rama, Lakshmana, you, Bharata and Shatrughna. Each child is a gem. Each one of you are so wonderful. A father who has begotten such beautiful 4 gems to the universe, who has given such wonderful sons to the universe, is he worthy of being, pitiable for? Never. Therefore, be happy, be proud, and Taji, give up Shoka. Now he takes up the next topic, which we will take up tomorrow. I have taken a little more time. Please excuse me. I wanted to finish this topic so that tomorrow onwards we can take the most wonderful topic. Therefore, we will meet tomorrow. Alright? Siyavar Ramachandra ki jai, Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai, Umapati Mahadev ki jai, Bolo Bhai Sab Santan ki jai, Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai.